Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. It's Big John, aka the amazing Fasting Fatman, aka the incredible shrinking man. I'd like to start by thanking all of you guys out there in the comment section for your outpouring of love, support, and condolences. I did manage to read a good deal of them, even though I haven't had the time to respond. I will get around to it, and I conveyed it to my wife, and she's very heartfelt, grateful for what you guys have put out there. Thank you very much. Also, there's a couple of super friends I'd like to thank. Frank A. from Florida, he sent me a John Madden football game. He found out that I love John Madden football and actually sent it to me. And Frank, I don't want to use your last name because I don't know if you want that or not, but it's Frank A. from Florida. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I've had a ball with that game up until, the event that kind of sidelined me from doing a lot of things. But thank you very much. I'd also like to thank Marina L. Marina sent me this shirt here. Let me back up. Because she wanted to celebrate my Haitian heritage. This was sent to me prior to me starting to fast. So that's why it's Body by Griot. If you guys don't know, griot is just fried pork, which Haitians just love. So she sent that Body by Griot OMAD. It was for when I was doing the Carnivore OMAD. And I recently got it from the mail place. And I'm wearing it to show it off. She has a lot of beautiful shirts. I went to her Teespring store. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the description in the description box. You guys can go over to the Teespring store and see what she has. It might be something you like, but let's show her some love and support because, I wasn't expecting this. This was absolutely fantastic. And more importantly, this is a 2X. I also, next show I'm gonna show you. I bought a 2X coat. And it kind of closes on me, but it's like, it kind of holds me a little snug. But next show I'm going to show it to you so I can show you guys a non-scale victory as that 2X coat slowly becomes baggy on me. But before we get into anything else, I know a lot of you guys are waiting for this. So let's go to the scale and see what I weigh today on day 15 of my second extended water fast. $254.6. Okay then, 254.6, which means I have 59 pounds to go to reach my goal of 195 by December 10th. So 59 pounds to go. Today's the 15th, so I have another 15 days this month, 30 days next month, 10 days in December. So I'm liking my odds. I think pretty much this was the best decision that I could have made. I will definitely get to 195. Funny thing about 195, my wife just reminded me, well, a while ago she reminded me that when I get to 195, I'll really weigh probably about 175, 165. The reason being, she says the extra skin, I didn't account for the weight of the extra skin. So she's like, you'll probably be packing about like a good 20, 30 pounds worth of just dangling skin. I didn't even think of that, but I'm still gonna get to 195. Now, if along the process, as I'm weighing in, you guys look at me and you're like, good Lord, he looks gaunt. He looks like he's on crack. Let me know and I'll stop the process. Like if I literally look like this thin before I get to 195, it makes no sense to get to 195, but I doubt it. I mean, from the looks of it, I think I'll be good. Okay, now, before I go, I want to tell you guys briefly about the funeral. Not so much the funeral itself, but the problem that I faced going into the funeral with the keto breath. Like, when I fast the first time, it took about 2-3 weeks before my breath really started doing a Bruce Lee impersonation and kicking all over the place. That was different this time around. My breath started roundhousing people on the second day. Like the second day, like on the second of this month, boom, that was it. I had the keto breath. So going to the funeral, that presented a dilemma in terms of I have to speak to people, and my breath is just going to knock them out, you know. So I started looking around. I didn't want to do the sugar-free mints or the sugar-free gum, and the reason being is that when your body takes in these fake sugars, even though it's not sugar, your body don't know that. Your body thinks it's sugar. So the minute something sweet hits, it decides, ooh, insulin response. Let me knock my ketosis. Sugar's coming in, and then it realizes, oh no, that's not the case. But by that time you get knocked out, and I don't want to be knocked out of ketosis. Like I'm trying to get to my goal here. So upon researching, I came across this thing from Herb Pharma. I believe it's Herb Pharma. It's an organic breath freshener made with peppermint oil, and it did the trick. I did 2 sprays, and my breath was minty fresh for like a good 2 hours. And like I said, it's just a spray. The 2 sprays didn't accumulate where I had to swallow, spit, or anything, so I don't really think I ingested it. But even if I did, it didn't matter. It wasn't sweet or anything. It was just that peppermint flavor, and it worked a charm. I was able to, you know, to actually talk to people and not have to do things like this when I'm talking to them, like, you know, play it off because I don't want them to smell my breath. So that worked a charm. I'm going to put a link in the description box for anyone who's interested in it, because I know, one, if you're fasting and you're truly water fasting, then definitely your breath is doing the roundhouses to people's nose. If you're doing a keto, that's why it's called keto breath, because eventually keto does cause your breath to smell bad. So I'm going to put a link in the description box. Also, you know, there's the link for Marina's Teespring store, and I'm also putting a link for the original supplements that I used. A lot of people asked about those. It's the Dr. Berg's electrolyte, the Dr. Berg's nutritional yeast, the Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and the pink Himalayan sea salt that I used during the first fast. All that'll be in the description box for those of you who want it. With the Dr. Berg's nutritional yeast powder, with the Dr. Berg's nutritional yeast pills, I need to clarify something, because some people ask me if they could just put the nutritional yeast flakes on in the water. And the Dr. Berg's pills do not have yeast in it. From what I could tell, it's just a complex B vitamin, and it worked a charm. Like I didn't really change it up. The pills I'm taking is also the nutritional yeast pills that I'm taking now is also a complex B vitamin pills. It's Cal's nutritional yeast pills. There'll also be a link in the description box. In fact, everything I'm taking on this fast is also going to be in the description box, because I'm pulling them from the t-shirt store, because a friend of mine told me, look, it's a t-shirt store, just sell t-shirts. Don't worry about the supplements. Just, you know, link people want the supplements, link them to the supplements. And I thought that was a great idea. Also, the t-shirt store, there'll be a link in the description box for that too. You guys have been wonderful in picking up t-shirts, and I gotta thank you guys for that too. But back to the fast. I didn't really get a chance to cover it on the last video, and again, I apologize for taking so long between videos, but you guys understand, you know, life happens sometimes and you got to take care of things. But as you know, as I told you guys in the last video, I believe I told you that I just slipped into this fast without any problems. It was as if I never stopped fasting. You know, I call myself the amazing fasting fat man, the incredible shrinking man, and to some people that may come off as hyperbole or bombast, you know, but bombast. I'm saying bombast, but bombast. But the reality is, I am the amazing fasting fat man, because the way I was able to go right back into this fast without any kind of hunger, without any kind of craving. The dreams that I had the first week during the original fast that had me dreaming of vivid food and thinking that I screwed up my fast, that didn't come in. My body just acclimated. It was like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. Good to go. I was able to just turn it on like that, like a switch. And that to me was amazing. Even my wife, when I first started on the first, she was like, you do realize that if you fast through November, you're going to miss Thanksgiving. And without skipping a beat, without a thought, I was like, I'll just eat next year. Like, that's not me. Like, the old me would have stopped to think, wow, I wonder what I could do to speed up the process so that I could eat on Thanksgiving. Or maybe I should come off before Thanksgiving. But to me, it was like, Thanksgiving, who give a crap? Like, it is what it is. I don't care. There'll be other Thanksgiving. There'll be Christmas right around the corner. You know, I'll have plenty of time to have that. It just didn't matter to me. To me, the only thing that mattered was the mission, getting to 195. Like, I could care less. The food porn that I used to do when I fast the first time, I'm just watching regular TV. There isn't any kind of mukbangs or any kind of cooking shows that I just don't bother. It's just like I never stop fasting. It's as if like I started from day 151. It just kept moving. It's incredible. What else? In the first fast, the first month, I would say, like I had this mental craving. Like it was, you know how it is when you just want something and you know you can't have it. So then your mind starts playing this tug of war with your will. Oh, come on, you fasted 20 days, you fasted 21 days. You could wean off of it now. You could fast at 30 days, cut it off after a month. You could have this. And the thing I kept telling myself, the mantra I kept using was, look, there's nothing special about what I'm going to have right now to break this fast that I haven't had my whole entire life. There's nothing new about the taste. It's the same old, but this, what I'm doing, is unique. Now, this time around, the fast is not unique. It's the second time I'm fasting, but that tug of war just doesn't exist. I don't care. I'm just drinking my water. This is what I'm doing. I'm fasting, period. I have a mission in mind. I'm going out with all my guns blazing, and that's the bottom line of it. So, you know, I'm saying that not even to like, you know, well, it is to show that I'm a Superman faster, but it's for you guys out there and stuff, right? It is true, who are fasting, it is truly a mental game. You're fighting yourself. Realize that. Like, you know yourself better than yourself. So, of course, you know your favorite food and all this other thing. Look, I'm just here to talk that cupcake out of your hand. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's the same cupcake you've been having since you were a child. There is nothing unique about it. When you have that cupcake and you have that 1, 2, 3 seconds, 3 minutes, whatever, of joy of eating it, what do you have left? Nothing. But when you complete this fast, when you do the fast, what you have is the wherewithal to know your true strength. It's the actual non-scale victories of things you weren't able to do that you're able to do now. The things that I'm going through now in terms of the non-scale victories, in terms of the wearing the 2X shirt, is priceless. Believe me. Every shirt I used to get before wasn't just 2X. It definitely wasn't 2X, but the shirts I got, it was 6X, 5X, 4X, 3X. All of them was XLT. T for tall. I had to get them tall because part of my stomach, like my stomach was shaped odd. Like one half of the stomach was a little bit drooping lower than the other half of the stomach. So it always stuck out a shirt. It was like both parts of the stomach had a race to see which part could embarrass me more. It was crazy. So anytime I wore like a regular 6X shirt, it would stop short. It would cover the shorter half of the stomach, but the longer half of the stomach would be like waving at people as I walked. So I always had to get tall. So what surprised me with this shirt is it's not a tall. Like it's not a 2XLT, it's a regular 2X. And you guys seen from the weighing video how it fits. It's a little bit snug. It's not as loose as like my 3X shirts, but it'll get there. But anyway, that's it, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, ring the bell icon. I thank you guys for your support, and I'll be back next week to weigh in. Maybe even sooner. I was thinking about because I still do walks. I do about 2 hours now each day. It's getting a little colder, and the colder it gets, the more I'd have to taper that down, and probably just either walk on the tread climber in the fitness room that I got set up, or go to the gym and walk on the treadmill. But we'll see. But pretty much that's it, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Once again, thank you all for all those kind words in the comment section. I see you guys next week. Bye.